Star Wars The Force Awakens is easily the most anticipated movie of the year. In fact, it's probably the most anticipated movie since the release of The Phantom Menace. And with all of that hype comes a lot of questions and speculations about what's going to happen.
I'm the casual.
And I'm the fanatic.
I've seen these movies a few times.
And I can quote them line for line.
We're going to give you a balanced analysis based off the trailers and our own speculation.
And give you a casually fanatic rundown of what to predict in Star Wars The Force Awakens. So what do you think is going to happen? So one of the big questions in The Force Awakens is, who is Finn? Do we think he's actually a stormtrooper? Do we think he's a rebel spy?
I thought he was a rebel spy when I first saw it.
I think he's actually going to be a stormtrooper, and he's going to switch sides when he realizes the error of his ways. And later on in the trailers, we see him wielding, not too gracefully, a lightsaber. So do we think that he's going to be a Jedi in training?
I think he's going to be a Jedi. I don't think he's going to know it at first, but something's going to happen and everything will click together.
I actually think that he's going to be a red herring, that he's meant to draw our attention away from the character that's actually going to be a Jedi. So I'm going to say no for him. One of the things that J.J. Abrams did during the marketing, when he released the characters' names, he purposefully left out Finn and Rey's last names, which led fans to believe that that's something significant. Do you have any predictions on who Finn's parents are?
I have no idea. I just think he's gonna be out of nowhere.
Yeah, me too. I also think that he's no one special, that this is just misdirection meant to lead us away from the character that we're actually supposed to focus on. So what do you think about Rey? Do you think that she's anyone special? I mean, she says herself that she's no one special, which makes me think that she is.
I think she's the daughter of someone important.
I'm gonna go that she's Luke's daughter.
I'll say she's Leia's.
Alright, and do we think that she's a Jedi?
Yes.
I think hands down, yes. I think that staff that she carries looks like a lightsaber in disguise, and it would be a cool third act twist if she presses a button and two lasers pop out of the ends.
Darth Maul style.
And what about BB-8? Do we think that she's gonna find him in one of her scavenging missions? Is he the illegitimate child of R2-D2 and the Death Star?
I have no idea what BB-8 is, but BB-8 is okay in my book. It's adorable.
So you don't think he'll be the new Jar Jar Binks?
I think he'll be better Jar Jar Binks. Well, he doesn't talk.
Which is already a plus. Kylo Ren of the Knights of Ren. So who do we think he is behind that mask?
I think he's just a random bad guy. You know, Darth Maul. Just a random.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit more personal. I think that he's either Han and or Leia's son, which would make him Luke's nephew. And I think that maybe he was trained by Luke and converted to the dark side. And he mentions in the trailer to the Darth Vader helmet that he will finish what he started. What do you think he's talking about there?
I think he just wants to destroy the rebels.
Okay, I'm gonna go with, I think that he's trying to convert Luke to the dark side. So there's one notable absence from the poster.
Luke Skywalker.
He's not visible anywhere on the poster, and we've only seen a robot hand and possibly the back of his head. So where is he? What's he been doing since Return of the Jedi?
Well, I don't know where, but we know for sure that he's hiding.
I'm gonna say that he's in self-imposed exile, and we'll hopefully find out why during the course of the movie. A lot of fans are predicting that he might be the new villain in this trilogy.
He's definitely going to be bad or not even a help at all, which is bad in its own way.
I'm gonna guess that he's gonna start out good, kind of like an Obi-Wan mentor role, and then get corrupted to the dark side and have to be brought back, just like Darth Vader. So Han tells Chewie that we're home, which implies that they've been away from the Falcon for quite some time. So where do you think he's been all these years?
I think he's where they usually find him, in the bottom of a bottle, in some cantina.
I'm gonna go with he's definitely separated from Leia, because there's one shot where it looks like they have a nice reunion and are hugging. And I don't know why he's hiding, but he's definitely running from something. And he was forced to abandon the Falcon on Jakku, and he's finally been able to come back and get it. And do you think that he's gonna die in the end?
I'm going to say no.
Alright, I'm gonna go with yes. I think that Harrison Ford will finally get what he's been asking for since the 1980s, and they will kill Han Solo. It looks like that space station with enough firepower to destroy an entire planet is making another appearance.
That's right, the Death Star is back again, and hopefully third time's the charm.
But the question is, who controls it? Now we think that this time, to subvert expectations, it's going to be under rebel control, which will mean that the Empire is the one launching a frontal assault to destroy the Rebel base. And as a sidebar, I think that the Death Star is actually going to be built into the center of a planet. It looks like you can see some geographical formations on the poster, and it looks like the trench in the snow is very reminiscent of the Death Star run in Episode 4. A lot of numbers are being thrown around about the prediction of this movie's box office haul. Fandango's reporting that $50 million in pre-sale tickets have already been sold. To put it in perspective, the current #1 movie is Jurassic World, sitting at about $208 million for its opening weekend.
I think it's going to hit $250 million.
$250 million sounds pretty good to me. Some people are thinking that it's going to hit $300 million, but that sounds a little too optimistic to me. So $250 million is my guess as well. For the Rotten Tomato score, I'm going to go high 80s. I'll say 89%. I don't think it'll be 90. I think it'll be a little bit worse than The Empire Strikes Back, but definitely better than all of the prequels.
I do think it's going to be a certified fresh movie, and definitely 85% or higher. I think it could reach 90 or higher, though.
So that's our Star Wars Episode 7 predictions. We answered a few more questions, and make sure to check back after the film's release to find out how we did.
Be sure to leave your comments below answering these questions, and make sure to check back to see what we got wrong.
Alright, and let's go see this movie, and may the Force be with you.